Alright, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix a door that's rubbing on the top of the frame. And stay tuned to the very end of the video. I'm going to slide you the keys to the castle on pretty much how to fix any of the problems for your doors in your entire house. So really the first step to fixing any door problem is to close the door and analyze what is going on with the door gaps around the door. Now if you had a door that was rubbing on this top edge here over by the knob side, one of the possible fixes would be to either shim this top hinge over a little bit or suck in the bottom hinge, shifting the door like this and lowering it down. So our best bet for this type of a situation where the door's rubbing in the middle, or if it was even rubbing along this hinge side, is to just go ahead and sand the top of the door down. You're going to need to mark it. To do that, you can just use a pencil. Now, if you're a little bit worried about your ability to make a nice mark, you could always tape this off with some painter's tape. And what you want to do is probably just look at what you've got here. On the right-hand side, you're about 1/8 of an inch, maybe just under. Over here, it's about 1/16, and this is where it's rubbing. So in order to get that kind of even all the way along, you could take a shim. I have a little 1/8 inch shim. Open up the door a little bit. Stick that there and then put yourself a mark. You can also just eyeball it. So you're about 1/8 of an inch. So just take your finger along the top and then you want to come over to nothing. So you can just guide that along. If you're in a regular type of a situation where the ceiling would be up high, you can absolutely just leave the door in place, open it up, sand the thing right in place. Now in this case, there's no room to get any kind of a sander in here, so I'm gonna have to remove the door. There's a couple things you can do for that. You can undo the hinges in terms of screwing, but I'm gonna recommend instead of taking the hinges off, you just pull the pins. So I've got the door over from my neighbor's house, back in my garage. Now if you're gonna sand this down, you're gonna wanna lay it down. To do that, put down some kind of a blanket or something soft so the door's not gonna get all scratched up from moving around and the vibrations of the sander. And if you have some clamps, it's nice to clamp the door in place in order to just kind of keep it secure, and you can get a little more downward pressure. Now in order to sand this down, there's a couple of options. You could use a belt sander, hand sandpaper. You could use some type of a planer situation. I'm gonna use my Orbital Sander, and I went ahead and picked up some 40 grit sandpaper, which should make pretty quick work of sanding the door down. So now that that's all nicely sanded, that took about 3 minutes with the Orbital Sander. A belt sander is definitely quicker, but you're more likely to mess something up with the door. So either way is probably good. With some hand sandpaper, that's probably going to take like an hour of hand sanding. So it might be best to grab an Orbital Sander. Now that's all sanded up, take a sanding block or a sponge or even just a piece of sandpaper and just break the edge. So breaking the edge is going to prevent the door from ever chipping off the top edge and just looks a little nicer. So go ahead and break that edge up. So now the door is back, it's all sanded down. It's super easy to install when you've left the hinges in place. So what you want to do is start at the bottom and get those loops just kind of resting on one another. And you can actually just shut the door. And the door is pretty much in place. Take the pins, and there you go. No more rubbing on the top. You got a nice spacious gap all the way along here. And if you're having any other door troubles at your house, this is gonna be your best friend right here. Even if you're not having troubles, it's still nice to have a best friend. So here you go. Interesting.